everyone. So today I'm going to make a traditional South Indian bottle gourd kootu, which is like a thick stew or a casserole. And this time around, I'm going to use a different sort of lentil. Previously, I had used gram dal, which is also called chana dal. But this time around, I'm going to use split and skinned mung beans. So let me show you the ingredients that I'm going to use today. So before I get to the ingredients, let me just show you how split and skinned mung beans look like. So this is how it looks like. The color is a little brown, a little, brownish right now because I've kept this for a while. So this is usually a bit more yellow. This is how it looks like. So can you see that the lentils have been split open and they have also been skinned. The actual green mung beans look like this. So these are how they look like. Originally these are how they look like, and then when they are split and they're skinned, they look like this. These are the ingredients that will be used. So the mung beans, I will put it into a little container, wash it and soak it for about an hour. Half an hour should do as well, but about that much of time. That's the mung bean soaking. So the mung beans has been soaking for about half an hour. I'm just going to put it into my pressure cooker. You can use a normal pot if you like. It just takes a little longer. I'm going to add a little bit of water, just enough to cover the mung beans. Okay, and in here I will put a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a teaspoon of chili powder, green chilies, tomatoes, and the shallots that I've chopped, as well as this garlic. And now I'm just going to close it and let it cook for maybe about 2-3 minutes. About 2 whistles. After which I will put the vegetable in, the bottle gourd in. So I've turned it on. The reason I don't put the the cut bottle gourd in earlier is because I want the bottle gourd to retain a bit of its shape. So you could also just put plain dal and then put all the other cut chilies and shallots later. But today I've put all of it in there, and I'm going to put the bottle gourd a little later, after about 2 whistles. So that's already. It wasn't 2 actually. I left it for 3 whistles because I was distracted. But anyway, 3 whistles has gone off, and now I've turned off the stove and I've just let it cool. So just to let you know that when the pressure cooker, the first time it whistles, that is when the pot has reached its utmost pressure. So it's at its peak as far as the pressure is concerned. So after that, you ought to either turn down the heat or turn it off. So in this case, I'm turning it off, and once it's cool, only then will I open the pot. Don't open the pot or attempt to open the pot when the pressure is at its peak, because that's dangerous. So let it come down to a cooler temperature. Try adjusting the little weight on the top. Try adjusting it, just lifting it up a little bit, so a little bit of pressure escapes. And then when you're able to open the lid, only then open the lid. So that is something to remember, guys. So now I'm going to lift the weight off as most of the pressure is out, and then I'm going to try and open it. Yes, so when it comes off easily, that the pressure has reduced. Okay, so now give it a little bit of a stir, and you can see that the vegetables that I put earlier, like the chilies and the onions and the garlic, have sort of softened. Only now I'm going to put in the bottle gourd. Put a little bit of salt, about ½ teaspoon. Okay. Now, I don't think I need to add any more water, but let me see. Maybe I'll just add a little bit more. Just a little bit more, just to sort of like touch the surface of the vegetables. Okay. Now I'm going to close it again and turn on the pressure. So that's the 3rd whistle. I'm going to turn off the stove now, turn off the fire, and let it cool on its own. So there's been 6 whistles altogether. The first 3 was with the lentils and the onions and so on, and the second 3 after the bottle gourd was added. So I've just moved the pressure cooker to the other burner, and while that cools, I've added a little bit of oil to a pan, and I'm going to make the tempering spices. I'm going to do that. So this is about a teaspoon of cumin seeds, and then about a teaspoon of whole urad dal. You can put the split one as well, it's up to you. And then I'm going to add dried chilies and curry leaves over there, and last of all, some asafoetida. Remember, garlic, asafoetida, they are both ingredients that help you with any bloating or tummy upset that you get from eating lentils. And I'm going to open it. Okay, that's how it looks. Looking nice and lovely. If you like your lentils to not have much shape, if you like it really mushy, then you can soak it longer and you can pressure cook it for a longer time as well. It's entirely up to you. I like both ways. I like it to be I like the lentils with the shape sometimes, especially if it's split mung beans. But the lentils with the other one, the gram dal, I prefer it really mushy. So this is how it's going to be. Now I'm going to put some coriander, and it's done. That's how it looks like. So this is how it looks like. Doesn't it look lovely? So guys, I know I keep repeating what a kootu means. Well, basically it's because I know that those of you who are not Indian or who are not South Indian or who are not Malaysian will not understand what I mean by kootu. So once again, it's like a thick stew and usually made with lentils and vegetables. So there are many different variations of making this traditional South Indian dish. And well, the one I made previously had a more cream, was a little more, had more liquid in it. It was like there was a gravy and it was creamy as well. So that was because I had added coconut milk to it. Whereas the one I have just made now, it is more tangy, no coconut milk, so that it doesn't have that element of creamy richness to it, but it has more bite to it. It has a little spice there. It is a little sour slightly, and it's different. It also has more lentils in this particular dish. So there are many different varieties. I will show you another variety in time to come. Guys, those of you who are not not used to having lentils added to your vegetables, I kind of grew up eating lentils and vegetables and so on, but I've only maybe in the last 5 years come to realize how important this actually is, because lentils has lots of fiber in it, and fiber is prebiotic, and prebiotic is needed for the gut bacteria that lives in our gut. So the gut is said to be the second brain. So it is very important to have a healthy gut. So thank you everyone for watching today. Here's Shakila Shanmugam signing off. Bye everyone.